Alright, what is going on, everybody? It's Matt and Bong with Now Fight Media coming at you guys with yet another video. Guys, it's time to get into that boxing. Bring on that boxing, baby. Guys, there's a lot going on in the sport right now. It's kind of overwhelming. It's a lot to keep track of, but we're doing our best to get it to you guys, as soon as we can and as fast as we can. With the best quality, of course. But, today we're going to be talking about Gervonta Davis. Was on the Rise podcast. We've been talking about On the Rise podcast a lot because it is a heck of an episode. You guys need to check that out if you haven't. On the Rise, R-I-Z-E, with Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford, Coach Kenny, Gervonta's other coach. But let's get into something that, Tank said that was very interesting, and it got a lot of people's attention over this past weekend. Tank said that, they were asked about, the mega fight, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Obviously, Terence Crawford's fighting David Evanesian, I think December 10th. Let me see. I think it's something like that, December 10th, I believe. But that's a big fight for, boxing, to see Terence Crawford back in action. Obviously, not the mega fight. What's it called? Sorry, I'm blanking out. Errol Spence and, what's his name? Keith Thurman. They ordered that fight by the WBC, I think, in WBA. But we know in boxing that doesn't mean anything. No matter how many times they say ordered this fight, ordered that fight, it's not official until these guys are actually in the ring. Everything's made and it's a done deal. So I really don't get my hopes up for that kind of stuff. But that's the fight that they're saying for Errol Spence is Keith Thurman or maybe a Stanionis, I think. But some people are also saying Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis. And then that fight, the winner of that fight, fights the winner of Spence and Keith Thurman. But let's talk about how Gervonta Davis was on the podcast. He said that, he's going with Errol for that fight, which is expected. That's his guy. But at the same time, it was interesting to see. They were also saying, yeah, Tank. But what if Terence is more mobile on his feet? And then Tank said it doesn't matter. He's gonna get touched. Once he gets touched by Errol, it doesn't matter how much Terence moves. He's gonna eventually get him to slow down and then eventually get him out of there. So it seemed like Gervonta, he wasn't talking bad about Terence. He didn't say anything negative. He just said that he picks Errol. I think that it's valid. That's his guy. I don't think it's something that Terence would take personally. He kind of expects it at that point. But I think it's interesting to see Tank. He was pretty animate about his opinion. He also talked about going up to 147 and eventually fighting Terence. Man, would that be a fight? Is it crazy that I think Tank beats him? Is that crazy? I don't know. I think that'd be a heck of a fight. You guys always call me a Bud hater. I'm not a Bud hater. I'm just saying Tank hits hard. So if he lands, we saw the Gamboa fight. We saw a Mean Machine. Yigis Velasquez hurt him. I'm just saying, Tank touches him. It could be a long night for Terence. But he was talking that talk. Respect to Tank. He's gonna have to back it up in the ring against other guys and prove himself. But I think that Tank can handle it. He's put on shows. He's fought in front of a sold out Barclays Arena, Barclays Center. That was crazy against Rolly Romero. Got him out of there with one shot. Turned the fight around. So we know he has the ability to do that kind of stuff. It was just crazy to hear, obviously it's a mega fight, and Tank doesn't do a lot of press, so to hear him, go on the Rise podcast and say, I got Errol, he's definitely going to, touch up Terence and slow him down, get the job done. He said something about, having a metal shield, and Terence has a wooden shield or something like that. So we'll see what happens. I think that Tank, he has his fights lined up, Hector Luis Garcia and then Ryan Garcia, so two Garcias lined up. So we'll see what happens with Tank next. I just thought it was interesting to talk about, Gervonta Davis and what he said about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. But let me know in the comments. Do you guys agree with Gervonta Davis? Do you think that within the fight for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, Errol's going to touch Terence and get him to slow down and then eventually, beat him? So let me know in the comments who you got. I almost said Terrell Spence. Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Sorry guys, I'm overcoming a cold, so the voice is shaking. We stuttering out here, but we got the video done now for you guys. But let me know in the comments, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Do you agree with Gervonta Davis or not? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Well, that's going to do it for another Fight Media video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to you always.